AIMACTEK, as a machine learning AI company, has developed a legal platform to allow you to do your legal tasks in a much more efficient and effective manner. There are three functionalities which we'll go through. The first functionality is the search functionality. So we're just searching for a provision and a provision only. We are going to type in the name of the provision we want to search for. You can type in anything you want and the platform will look at the contrast and search for it. It's really important that the spelling is correct, and we've corrected the spellings. We click enter. Within a fraction of a second, it has found all of the non-solicitation provisions. It has sorted them out by contract name for you, and it's found you the provisions and only the provisions. The fact that it said no hiring of personnel for Master Services Agreement 1 does not matter because it was machine learning, and it realized that the no hiring of personnel clause was actually a non-solicitation clause. Now you can press export search. Once you export the search, it will put the search in a doc file for you. So as we open up this doc file, you can see that the search has been separated through your document name, the provision name, and then the provision wording itself. And so this is now easily exportable, and you can email this to whoever you want and share it with whomever you want. So this is great functionality. You can use this mainly for data room analysis in a merger and acquisitions or an analysis scenario. If you're trying to analyze a data room and contracts, you can do that. So here we searched for liability. Imagine this being your data room, and you've suddenly just done your data room analysis within 3 seconds. You have found all the liability clauses. You can now go ahead and again export it like we did previously. Once you export it, it goes into a Word file. Again, it's sorted out by contract name, provision name, and then the provision wording. So as we scroll through this, and it's a very long liability clause, we come to the second agreement, the Master Services Agreement 2, and again it's found the limitation liability clause and the wording for you. And then finally there was a third search result, which is the ICT agreement, and again it found a limitation liability clause for you with the wording. So imagine doing this for your data room where you need to do analysis of the termination provisions or your liability provisions or your assignment provisions. Now all of that analysis takes you fractions of a second, and you can go through hundreds of documents in a very short amount of time. The second feature is a risk analysis feature. These are based on risk weightings, which are completely customizable in accordance with your own organization's risk appetite. In this case, we are analyzing the risk for an NDA. Within a second, it's analyzed the risk, it's worked out what are high, low, and mediums. Again, completely exportable for easy digestion and for sharing with your stakeholders. The third feature of the platform is a new contract markup feature. In this case, we're going to mark up the NDA. Within a few seconds, it has read the whole NDA, it has worked out what provisions are acceptable or not. The ones I want to amend, I can click on a button. On the left-hand side, I now have my contract language. On the right-hand side, I have my preferred language. The contract language is completely editable. I can edit that as and how I want. Once I finish the edits, I can export this as a track change Word document. It even shows me that severability was missing and should be added in.